Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. I'm really excited. We're doing something a little bit different today. We're gonna do our first unboxing, and if I know what's in here, which I think I do, there's gonna be a lot of stuff in here, so I need a little bit of help from my husband, John. So what?
Get in here.
Oh. So being a theater person and being a person who sews and likes to make all the pretty things, it's been a hard year for motivation. And we think over the Christmas holidays, we think we found something that's really going to help with that. And this is still a sewing channel, so you're gonna see how this all works together. But what we have here is Smart Dolls by Danny Choo. I cannot even tell you how excited we are to open this. John found these over Christmas and almost bought me one, and then made the mistake of telling me that he almost bought me one, which sent me down a rabbit hole. And we finally just said, oh, forget it. Let's just order them. This is going to be really exciting. So this is going to be a whole new venture for us. And let's just get the box open and see what's in here. Right?
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm sure there's boxes, multiple boxes in here.
It's always a wise idea for you to have the sharp blade.
Yeah, you don't do so well with them. Actually,
mostly in the kitchen. I do better in the sewing room than I do.
And as I suspected,
boxes inside boxes.
Excuse me.
So these dolls came from Japan. They came via FedEx this morning at about just before 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is 6:30 at night here now because we decided to be grown-ups and wait to do this. But they really want to get out of the box.
Ready?
Yep.
I mean, I think there's. Well, I know what's under. You know, if we've seen any other videos, I know exactly what's under or inside this, but not the right way.
Okay, so I will turn mine around.
Yes, we must.
Let me do this right. So all the Culture Japan Smart Dolls come in these bags. So they say keep calm and carry a Smart Doll on them. And on the other side it says, this is the Culture Japan logo. And Smart Doll designed by Danny Choo.
These are actually
it's like a
surprisingly decent canvas bag.
Yeah, it's like a coated canvas bag. Pretty cool. Some people get them autographed, but we didn't ask, which we probably should have, but we didn't.
Is that something you ask for?
Other people have said that they ask. So maybe if we get more, we'll.
They do some weird things with the packing, but as far as I understand, you've got a box of your accessories, and the doll here is bent at the knees to create an L to fill that amount of the box.
Yeah, let's take the accessory boxes out. We ordered a few things to go with them, and then they have some things that automatically come with them that will be in these boxes. Oh, it actually ended up being proper.
Sure. I swapped them.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to you. So sneakily that I have to announce it to everyone.
Something that everyone should know about me is that I have a tendency to be rather oblivious.
Oh, and there's a dog. Hold on. Here you go. Oh.
Okay, so again, a nice quality box. My Froggy Stuff actually made this into a like a little cushioned seat.
Of course you did.
That you could store your Smart Doll stuff in, and then the doll can sit on it, which I think is actually a pretty neat idea.
All right, there's stuff.
There's stuff in there.
Yes, mine is just the necessities, which is actually good.
Okay.
They got it in.
Yeah, because most of the stuff was actually
is for yours. Yeah.
Did you order something extra in there?
Probably. Okay, so I've got mine out. You want to
Okay.
pull yours out? We'll set this aside.
Now these dolls are 24, approximately 24 inches tall, 60 centimeters tall. And they are sort of a version of a ball jointed doll, but they're a little bit different.
So straighten their legs.
Pull them out. They come dressed in little underwear set.
I think this is the sports bra, I guess. Which
Yeah,
it doesn't really look like a sports bra.
yeah, well, they have the other sports bra too that actually has
the zip up.
zipper and to something like the future is in your hands or something like that. They're quite similar actually, but they do have some variants. This doll, the one that I picked after agonizing over it for ages. Wow, she's beautiful. Her name is Moment. And this one is...
This is Chitose Multiverse.
and she's multiverse because there was a previous version of her that was just...
They've done like anniversary versions and editions, and this time I'm not sure exactly the reason why, but they ended up calling it multiverse instead of like anniversary or whatever.
She's so pretty. I love these dolls. The eyes, oh my gosh, Moment's eyes are just amazing. They're so blue. And this is one of what they, this is one of the anime style dolls. They have anime and semi-real, which like leans more towards like a Barbie look. But there was something about this face that I really, really liked. And I am actually not normally very into anime. John is. I'm starting to find some things that I really like. So one of the reasons we chose these dolls is because the Smart Doll is actually Danny's original idea was that they were for creative type people, people who sew, people who like photography, people who and obviously people who like anime and stuff like that. But
It's specifically a fashion doll, right?
yeah, they are a fashion doll. And so since I like everything that is like romantic and girly and costuming, and since I can't do theater right now and I can't go anywhere to wear beautiful dresses, I figured, wow, it would be really cool to make things for these dolls. And I'm feeling this really new motivation, and I'm really hoping that Moment is going to be a muse for me. I really like her. She's the story has something to do with like actually being in the moment and being present, and that's important to me because I can sometimes go to my sandy place. That's what we call it when I just kind of disappear.
It's your second home.
It's my second home. It's actually probably my first home, technically.
Let's be honest.
But so I kind of wanted her to help remind me to stay focused and stay present and actually to create and make. And with a doll, your options are kind of limitless. They can do whatever you need them to do. They're extremely posable. They have hands that come off and can be interchanged, and you can buy different hand packs for them where their hands do different things.
You have to kind of love the details.
Look at that. Look at her palm. That is so cool. I wonder if you could actually palm read these lines and what they mean.
I suppose you can, but the sad fact is that all the dolls would have the same fate.
That's true.
Whatever it is.
Exactly the same. Right. These dolls are the cinnamon vinyl tone.
Skin tone. Yeah.
Skin tone. So they bend. They have flexible knees. They have ankles that flex. She's creaking a little bit, but I think, as I understand, that goes away a little bit. They have elbows that can move and bend, and you can do all kinds of things with them. This also appeals to John. And John, you want to talk about why this appeals to you?
Sure. Well, I'm a designer by trade, but I've always done photography, acting, and producing of theater. So the thing that kind of jumped out to me was the opportunity, essentially, to have a model that you can put anywhere, basically. I've never been great working with like human subjects. I love faces, but I think if you go back to the photography that I even did in high school, I have a lot of pictures of like statue busts and things, and I love looking at angles of the human form. I just have a hard time directing people to do that, to get what I want. So I tend to sort of work around in a sense inanimate objects. So I'm really interested to see the scenes and things that we can create and recreate and photograph with these dolls, which gives, of course, you an opportunity to create interesting costumes and things that we might want to be doing. I would love to do like theater recreations of scenes, to do costumes from a show or maybe a movie or whatever, but to recreate a moment or recreate
a moment.
Yeah.
Recreate a moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's been done. To create that moment from some other creative work and to kind of translate it through the dolls.
Basically, this is great for us because we are always better and always more driven and enthusiastic when we are doing something together and we are bouncing off each other. And that's like, going from being on stage to directing and producing shows. We're always better when we do things together. Even building costumes, we've built stuff for Renaissance Fair and stuff that we built together.
Yep.
That came out fantastic. This is really exciting for us. So this is going to be this whole new thing, and I'm feeling really pumped up for 2021 because of it. So what else do we want to say about Smart Doll?
We took a close-up of moments. This is Chitose. And Chitose has sort of this, I don't know, innocent, slightly slack-jawed expression.
Like, whoa!
This is very cool. They will have hair. There's hair, and the wigs are in the boxes, and we'll be putting those on. Sandy's got some clothes. It's Smart Doll official clothes. And I've actually tried not to go too crazy on Etsy, but gotten some outfits as well for Chitose. All right, this is Moment's box.
Okay, so
which
we're
is
going
the bigger version. Why don't we do this
You're
box
gonna do yours first? So
because this has the standard.
Right, so we can say what the necessities are.
So if you just buy the doll as is, you're going to get the wig that comes with them, and you will get a telescopic a tripod leg, basically. They're reasonably easy to hide. You can see the hole in the back, and
I thought that was where they plug into the Matrix.
I don't think the Matrix exists, honey. It's a movie.
You took the wrong pill.
This is true. Mine said Sandy on it. Chitose, I really liked her hair. It's this, like a lavender hair. I will take this out while you open up your box of goodies.
Okay. Well, apparently we got at least one or two things that I didn't think we were getting, so this is exciting. Okay, so the first thing we have in this box is, I'm going to go right for the doll nudity here.
So yeah, warning. Well, I guess, no, we haven't had doll nudity yet.
So this is actual doll nudity, because what this is a replacement bust that I got for Moment. They come with a small bust, and then you can purchase medium or large bust.
Can we get real for a second, though? If this is small and that's medium, something is wrong.
So this is the medium bust. It's a little bit squishy. It's a soft vinyl. It also comes in large bust, but this I got because I want to be able to at least fit, when I make things, I want to be able to fit both the small and medium bust, because evidently this bust size is the most popular. And that's something that you order separately. Looks like John got me this cute little lace top, which is adorable. And you could use this by itself, or you can use it as an underlayer. Probably pretty handy too for the vinyl staining. I would guess that this would probably help somewhat. Like if you had a darker piece that you wanted to put over it, this would help protect it somewhat.
Like a jean jacket or something?
Yeah, there's the one thing that they advise is that, and I think this is true with most ball jointed dolls, is that you don't leave dark things on the dolls very often or for a very long time, because they can stain the doll. Which there are ways to remove some of that, but evidently that there are some times when you can't remove the stains. This is an awesome little shirt. I can't wait to see that. Did order, I knew about these. We ordered the protective leggings. The reason that we had to have those right away is I ordered the Hiroshima jeans from Culture Japan. These are just freaking gorgeous. The proportions are fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at these. I love the whiskering that's in it. And this cute little rivet button. Is it a snap?
I think so.
It is a snap, but it looks just like a jeans button.
Can you imagine how horrible it would be if you actually
had to button this? And then this cute little back pockets that are sort of like Levi's. And then it has the little tag on it that says Mirai. Mirai is Danny's sort of mascot for the company. She was the first smart doll, but she's also like a character that he made before he started making smart doll. So that's very cool. Oh, I'm so excited for those. Oh, did you get one?
Yeah. So this is the turbo joint. This adds, well, technically a little bit of extra length onto the telescopic leg, but specifically it gives you another hinge. So it allows you to really change the angle of that tripod. So really right now, all we can do is change, sort of rotate that to get a little bit different angle, maybe hide it from view. But this gives us, especially for photography, this gives us a way to get just the right angle to provide the best support and possibly even get it out of the way. I'm assuming you could, with this, you could technically angle that thing straight back at like a backdrop or a tree or something that you're kind of positioning up against. That's my stand for moment. And we got this hand pack. So lots of different hands. We're going to have to collect pretty much all of them. Yeah, there's one that's already not being made right now. Yeah, I think they've discontinued, hopefully temporarily, number 3 in this the cinnamon color. So we'll need to make another order at some point to get these, but this allows us to, especially for photographs, to get a much more lifelike pose out of the doll versus them constantly having. And there's some graspy hands in there too. Yeah, you can have them hold things. If you can see that there's the smart doll Mirai that I talked about, that her name is on the jeans. Here is Moment's wig. So Moment is sort of a mid-tone blonde, to start with anyway. But we have some wigs on order that I will probably do another video for. And then this is what really excited me. Elf ears. No, so I'm not so good at getting these under the camera, but we'll try. So there's these elf ears that you can position and hook. I think they hook into the wig so that it looks like they're coming off of the back of the ear. And Moment, actually, I found out afterwards that Moment was originally going to come with the elf ears. She's very elfish. She looks very elven. And that actually is one of the cool things to me, because one of my favorite genres, while I'm new to anime, one of my favorite genres is in books and in movies is anything where the supernatural interacts with modern society as we know it. Is it supernatural? Because that implies like ghosts and things. Isn't it like fantasy
Well, I like vampires and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's mostly like fantasy things like where the veil is thin. So like fairies, elves, things like that. Like I love Lost Girl, for example. Huge Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. So being able to make outfits and have this character in my sewing room that is able to represent that is cool for me. So, did we say what it was about Chitose that drew you?
Not specifically. I mean, we both went back and forth.
Oh my gosh!
I
have
want
a
to say,
list.
Moment was one of my was actually one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The other one that I was really interested in was Dauntless. Dauntless is like pure model. She's got like major sort of attitude. And
we've seen photographs of her on Instagram, and she just photographs beautifully.
You really couldn't find a bad photograph of Dauntless. But the reason I ended up not going with her was because as I just sort of sat with the decision and you hadn't come up with what you were looking for,
right.
I think I really just decided I wanted something, I don't know, more cute, a little bit more anime, a little less realistic, and something just kept kind of bringing me back to Chitose. I do not regret it. She looks fantastic. And I like that she's, she actually has sort of her mouth, it's open, it's actually molded in as well. I do have the clothes that I picked up for Chitose. We can put these links to the Etsy, the artists who made these, who I bought these from. I have to apologize now. I don't remember the specific name because there's just too many to remember what was what. And like all our phones are currently filming this. So I will just make sure that gets added to the description.
So eventually they will have lots of things hopefully made by me. But we didn't want them to sit around in nakedness while I worked on making things for them. So so we did order a few things.
I believe this is Cheetah Shine is the store, and this is I want to say that's Chitose is her
logo,
is her mascot there.
Oh, that's cute.
With love from. See, she missed an opportunity here.
It should have been from Russia with love.
Yeah, it's so close, but but that's very nice. Oh, a little flower.
Those are cute. We can actually use those for something.
I don't know what you want to do with the little doily, but that's kind of...
That could be something, too. It's very cute. Oh, you ordered that. Oh, that's awesome.
One of my favorite anime movies is Totoro. You got the little soot mite things there, and Totoro. They actually had different colors too. So that I picked up to wear with these, the khaki.
Which are TTYA?
Yes, TTYA is the artist for these. And so that will go together. That'll probably be your first main outfit. And the last thing, probably the big purchase, but I feel like has the most value, is this, which is a full-on, I guess it's school uniform, but you get a lot of pieces. It was over $100, I think, but you're getting shirt, skirt, coat, hat, stockings, a lot of pieces. So there's your shirt, and
dogs are going crazy down there.
Don't eat each other, guys. A little sort of beret. There are stockings, skirt, vest, a lot of pieces, and
the little capelet.
Yep.
That's really awesome. I can't wait to see that on. I don't know. Now, this was the one we weren't certain if it was going to be the right size.
Yeah, this may end up being a bit big or a bit small. I don't know. We're still getting used to the sizing and what to buy, but
Yeah, this is our
we'll see.
first adventure into ball jointed dolls, etc. So we're learning about how all the sizing goes. And we know that Smart Doll specifically has different measurements, and when Culture Japan makes Smart Doll clothes, they make them specifically to fit Smart Doll, and they don't usually fit other dolls because Smart Doll's look is very fitted. Other places make clothes that can fit Smart Dolls, they just don't fit them exactly the same. So we're hoping that this fits, but if it doesn't, I do have a sewing machine, so we'll see what we can do with that. Actually, this little vest would look cute with those cargo pants.
Yeah.
It's a different look, but it would be very cute.
We're gonna actually probably dress them, and we won't show the process, but and then maybe show the results.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And
let's do that.
And maybe reveal some names.
In fact, Olivia seems to think that that sounds like a good idea. This reminds me of a 1980s little girl looking at her doll commercial. So what we wanted to show you was the versatility of these dolls. I mean, Moment here is all dressed in Culture Japan. So she's got on her nice jeans, which are so well made, and then her leggings that protect her from any dyes, and then her cute little sexy top. And then we have Chitose, who has gone more anime.
I suppose this is the school uniform we looked at earlier, and it is. I was a little worried about the fit, and it's actually pretty good. The skirt was a little bit interesting in terms of where it sat on the hips, and trying to get the stand in. I ended up having to use the just the lower the zipper to get it in there and leave that open in the back. Otherwise, she'd be riding up. So, but this looked great. This is actually from, I wrote it down, Cheery Doll on Etsy. The other ones we looked at is the Totoro hoodie is from Cheetah Shine, and the cargo pants were from TTYA. We'll put a link to those as well in the description. But yeah, I'm quite happy. The wigs look great.
So we hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I mean, we are so excited about these dolls. Danny, these are amazing. If you see this video, we're very happy. We're very happy with how fast they shipped, and how beautifully they shipped, how well everything was packaged. Mm-hmm. I think that there will probably be more Smart Dolls in our future. I know you mentioned Dauntless was on your list.
Yep.
I went back and forth between Moment and Entropy. Like, ugh. I could not decide. But Moment is making me very happy right now, and I'm already feeling inspired to do things. We hope you'll join us again and watch our journey with them. John will probably be appearing quite a bit more, and these girls are probably getting their own Instagram, where you'll be able to see John's photography. He has a fantastic eye, so I'm looking forward to that. And some creations from me, which will eventually be on Instagram, Etsy. We'll see where we go with that. That's it for now. For now, you can follow me on Instagram at MyLadyDisdain, and if you really liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Click the bell for notifications and make sure you subscribe. I mean, that means so much to us. That would be really terrific, and you will be seeing more of Moment and Chitose as well, and some of our crafts that we will be doing surrounding them. Thanks!
Thanks, everybody.
Bye!